Hey, Suncoast people, how you doing? This is Pastor James. Just giving you a little update on last Sunday, which was what, the 22nd? We had a great service. In spite of all the technical issues, you're not a pastor, but if you were, you'd know every once in a while the sound system just goes absolutely insane, and every possible thing that could go wrong did go wrong, technically. But it was a testament to how awesome God is. My wife even said it's amazing how bad things can go with sound system and things like that, but yet God still moves. The epitome of that was there at the end of the service, right after worship. God just had me kind of break completely from the schedule. We just had the kids have a seat right where they were around the altar. We dimmed the lights, played our altar music, and we finished out our sermon and went right into a time of just soaking in God's presence. We were talking about Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord our God will be with you wherever you go. And we're talking about being courageous in spite of the negative things that come, the things that we have to deal with, the scary things, the choices we have to make that might not be very popular. And we pointed out that God didn't ask people to be courageous. He demanded it. He commanded, and not even at that moment. He had previously commanded, because he says, "Have I not commanded you? Haven't I done this already? Be strong and courageous, and do not be terrified." Why? Because it's one thing to be told not to be scared. It's one thing to tell a child, "Hey, you shouldn't be scared because God doesn't want you to be scared." God goes the extra mile, as He typically does, and says, "I'm with you." And it was just awesome with all the kids sitting around the altar, just sharing that with them, that God is with them, He loves them, He never leaves them. And there's an illustration I often like to use. Imagine you were walking through a jungle, and suddenly out of the clearing, a giant lion uh, bars your path, and he's growling at you. How would you feel? All that fear and all that strength and all those teeth would be there scaring you. But let's imagine now that that's your lion. That's the lion you own, and that's just a game he plays with you, and you guys begin to walk side by side. All those teeth and all that fur and all those claws and all that strength, suddenly the only person that needs to be afraid of that lion or anyone that would try to hurt you. And that's kind of the way I like to express God's power. Is it is, to use the Old Testament phraseology, it is terrible, and God is someone to fear. Uh, but luckily, because of the blood of Christ, only if we're someone standing against Him. And children walk with God, and they have nothing to be afraid of. This Sunday, looking forward to teaching. Let me read it right off the curriculum here. Matthew 22:37 through 39. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. The first two commandments that Christ responds when he's asked what are the most important. Our main focus will be, if I love God, then I will love others also. Matter of fact, that's how they say they'll know we're Christians by our love. And our big idea, the one thing we quote over and over in the service to try to get the point home to them, will be, if I love God, then I'll love you. So there's the thing you can challenge your kids with after this coming Sunday. Didn't we just talk about this in Sundays? That's what I do to my kid. I torture her with our sermons. So feel free to do the same. That's just one of the benefits, one of the services we provide here at Suncoast. Hey, make sure you check out the calendar of events. We just posted a whole bunch of new stuff coming up in June and July. We've got our graduation for fifth graders and kindergartners coming up in a couple of weeks. We're really looking forward. I believe that's on June 12th. And then June 15th is Fly Up for Missionettes and Rural Rangers. And then we've got movie nights, and every night in January or July is filled with awesome stuff, including a return of our water park right there on the soccer field the last Wednesday of July. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then Kids Camp, obviously Kids Camp, let's not forget, 17th through the 21st, out at Masterpiece Gardens. We're going to be handing out applications for those this Sunday. So make sure you consider that. I know it's a change. I know it's different, and we don't like change. But I guarantee you, if you'll talk to me one-on-one, and if you'll read the article I posted on why we do kids camp and why it's important for kids, I bet I can convince you that this was the right move. All right. God bless you. Have a good week, and thanks for watching. Peace.